What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my World Cup series. This is episode number 21. We start today's episode by reviewing the tournament tree. Of course, in the last episode, we got through our group despite a disconnect, and we won our round of 16 tie in extra time by 3-2. So we're into the quarterfinals with our European Confederation, and we're also going to revert back to using our first team, and the reason being is because they're back to full fitness. Epic, that's great. So even though we did use our backup European side in the last game and won, I still thought I'd be a lot stronger with this first 11, and the first game is against this 80 rated 100 chemistry side, 4-3-1-2. Goalkeeper is Tim Howard, back four is Almero, Dante, Cáceres, and I'm not sure who that right back is. The midfield trio is Luis Gustavo, Paulinho and Vidal, and the front three is Palacio playing CAM, and a strike partnership of Aguero and Sanchez. So very, very good South American Confederation side there. And the first chance of the game would fall here in the third minute as Azpilicueta wins the ball and gives it to Pjanic. Eventually it comes through to Alexis Sanchez, who plays Aguero through one-on-one. What a save that is by Joe Hart, though. I said in the last episode, all the European Confederation keepers I've used have been quite poor, but Joe Hart makes a really good save there, and it is still 0-0. And in the 7th minute, Monreal plays a cross-field ball towards his Spanish fullback teammate, if you will, Azpilicueta, and eventually the ball gets played through towards Giovinco, and Giovinco puts the ball into the bottom corner. So we're 1-0 up, 7 minutes in. Really good finish by Giovinco. Howard is beaten despite that fantastic beard, and it is 1-0. But in the 13th minute, my opponent tried to hit back as he gave the ball away. Negredo double step overs around his man, keeps on going down the right hand side. He's got enough power to hold off the challenge of Almero. He shoots from a tight angle, but unfortunately Tim Howard makes the save, which was obviously quite comfortable, and it is still 1-0. However, in the 17th minute, Almero goes down the left hand side, swings in across, picks out Sanchez, but what a save that is by Joe Hart. Absolutely incredible stop by Hart, having a great game. And in the 24th minute, he pulls off another brilliant save to deny Dante. I don't know what happened to my Joe Hart in this game, but for some reason he was playing so much better than before. Another fantastic save, and it is still 1-0 thankfully. But in the 33rd minute, my opponent goes down the left hand side with Paulinho, and I said before, I just can't stop players when they run down the wing and turn on the pace. I just can't seem to keep up with them, and as the cross comes in, it comes to Aguero, and well, take nothing away from the finish. Absolutely brilliant, right into the top corner, beats his Manchester City teammate Joe Hart. It's just a wonderful goal. There's nothing I can do about that. It's a really good finish, and it is one apiece here. So my opponent back on level terms, and probably deservedly so. But in the 39th minute here, Azpilicueta gets on the ball, takes it round his man, rolls it through towards the run of Pedro. Pedro takes it round Cáceres, really good chance to make it 2-1, and he does blast it in with that 5-star weak foot and makes it 2-1 to the good guys in the 41st minute. So very pleased with that. And just after the second half started, we had a free kick here in the 49th minute. Pjanic stands over the ball, and I didn't really know who to give it to be honest, but he's got some good free kick stats, and I take it and I score. Can you believe that? Pjanic scores what is the first free kick goal of the series, I do believe. Pretty sure it is. And yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful free kick, and it is 3-1 to the good guys. So Pjanic gets it, and I'm just so relieved. I cannot believe I scored the free kick. That's the first online free kick goal I've scored in months. Absolutely crazy. But you'll see it was a very nice free kick, although it did actually go through two players in the wall. I think it's Vidal and Boateng, I'm not sure. Vidal anyway, and it somehow goes through both of those players and into the back of the net. So maybe the wall didn't do their job, but even so, the free kick was still a very good struck one. And it is 3-1. I'm thinking, yes, surely we're going to be going through to the semi-finals. But you should never be overconfident, because sometimes you can. That can be your downfall, overconfidence. And it really was here. My defending was poor, for the 3 in-game minutes I had a 2-goal cushion. I was just passing the ball around like an idiot, and eventually I lost the ball, and Aguero ended up scoring. So 3-2, my opponent was back in the game, and in the 56th minute he could have equalised here as Aguero gives the ball to Almero down the left-hand side, and well, this was just ridiculous. He crosses the ball in, and I don't really know why Monreal did that. I held down circle for him to clear the ball, or maybe square even, and he just headed it past Joe Hart and into the back of the net. So a stupid own goal. It's my fault, but even so, thankfully I wasn't behind for wasn't level for very long. I played the ball forward here and made it 4-3 with a good finish by Pedro, and that was how the game would finish, to a 4-3 victory. And that was really relieving, because after throwing away a 2-goal lead and one of those goals being an own goal, I would have been absolutely livid had I not won that game. But thankfully Pedro spared my blushes, scored in the 64th minute, and that was how the game finished, to a 4-3 victory, and we are through to the semi-finals of the World Cup with the European Confederation. And I just got to say, that own goal, I genuinely genuinely, like, I'll always hold my hands up when I've made a bad mistake, and I guess it is a mistake, really. But, you know, I held down square and obviously tried to push the left stick, you know, left to try and clear the ball out of the box, and instead he just headed it. It was like a striker's header, straight past Joe Hart and into the back of my own net. I don't know what happened there, but even so, the game finished 4-3, and I guess that's the main thing. We are through to the semi-finals, and I am very, very pleased with that. I mean, as I said, we had a 2-goal cushion in that game, and I almost threw it away. But anyway, after that, we had a player pack, and unfortunately, we got a random left midfielder of Russia who's not really going to do us any good because we've got far better LM options than him, so he'll never get in the team, which is kind of annoying. It's nice to collect, yes, but it's still not really going to do us much. But we come into the semi-final game here. With our European Confederation, desperate to reach the final for the first time. Of course, I've never reached a final with the European Confederation yet. I've only reached one final, that was with the South Americans, and of course we went on to win it, so I'm very hopeful that we can win this semi-final game. But at first I had to give some contracts to the players as well. I've got so many contracts there. I love the fact as well EA have made it, so when you buy a pack in a World Cup update, you get a free gold pack in the normal Ultimate Team. That's really nice of EA to do that. I think that's a very, very cool thing. So it means that you always get loads and loads of consumables, which means that you rarely have any players getting injured or out of contracts, and you can't afford to heal or give them new contracts. So there you go. Anyway, we come into the semi-finals here, and eventually we get to play against this guy when he eventually presses X after quite a while of waiting. There we go right now, and we get ourselves into the semi-finals. Really hopeful of getting ourselves through to the final for the first time. He's got an 84 rated, 100 chemistry side, a 4-1-2-1-2 team as well. Bravo is in goal, Almero at left back, back to centre back partnership of Thiago Silva and David Luiz. Dani Alves plays right back. Vidal is the holding mid. Neymar is on the left. Cuadrado's on the right. Di Maria is the CAM, and a strike partnership of Alexis Sanchez and Jackson Martinez. So what a great side my opponent had. But the first chance would fall to us in the 31st minute, and it was actually a goal through that man Pedro. What a fantastic couple of games this guy's having. Brilliant finish by Pedro. Nice little quick tempo pass in there to release Pedro, and a good finish as well, and he makes it 1-0. But in the 36th minute, my opponent tries to hit back. Di Maria goes through. Really good chance here. He rolls it through towards the run of Jackson Martinez down the right hand side. He swings in across the far post, and Alexis Sanchez out jumps Azpilicueta and makes it 1 apiece. So Sanchez with the header makes it 1-1, and my opponent is back on level terms. In the 55th minute we had a corner, but Negredo's header was well saved by Claudio Bravo and put out for a corner. So still 1 apiece, but I was desperate to get myself back in front in this game. And in the 65th minute, Negredo gives the ball to Pedro. Pedro rolls it through towards Pjanic. Pjanic finds Negredo, and Negredo gives it to David Villa down the left hand side. He doesn't have too much pace, David Villa, but he's got enough to keep on going and get past David Luiz and drill it into the bottom corner. So a great goal by David Villa, and both my Spanish wingers had a goal each, and it is 2-1 to the good guys. So we're in front in this game with 25 minutes to go, and in the 74th minute we could have sealed it. Pedro goes down the right hand side. A fantastic chance here as he keeps on going, swings in across to try and pick out Giovinco. It's cleared away only as far as Negredo, who turns David Luiz and shoots, but he hits the post, and unfortunately eventually the ball comes to Pedro. He crosses the ball in and it's headed away, so we hit the post, but unfortunately it is still 2-1. But to be honest, if anyone was going to score that fourth goal, it was going to be me. And in the 80th minute, Giovinco gets on the ball, plays it over the top towards Lars Bender. A really good chance here as he keeps on going, loses the ball, but Almero gives it straight to David Villa, and it's David Luiz who brings him down, and the referee gives a penalty. So with just under 9 minutes to go, we win ourselves a penalty. It's David Luiz who brings him down. And at first I was wondering whether it was a penalty, but as you'll see on the replay, as soon as he goes to shoot, David Luiz seems to sort of body check him really and put him to the floor. So definite penalty in my eyes, and a really good chance for us to make it 3-1 and surely seal the game up and see us through to the World Cup final for the first time with the European Confederation side. It's David Villa against Claudio Bravo, and it's David Villa who comes out on top. He blasts it into the top corner, and it is 3-1. So we're in front with just under 8 minutes to go, and that is just over 8 minutes to go, I should say, and that is how the game finishes. So we win by 3-1, despite my opponent having the better side. In my opinion, we are through to the World Cup final. Very pleased with that, and of course that World Cup final will be a live commentary as well, so I really hope you guys enjoy that. And yeah, it should be really good fun. I'm desperate to make it 2 finals and 2 wins. If we can do that, that would be fantastic. And of course, as I've said, I do want to win the World Cup with every confederation, so if we can do it with the European Confederation on the first try of reaching the final, that will be a real confidence boost for the other continents. But anyway, the last thing you'll see is us open a player pack and also renew our coin boost, because of course it has run out. And yeah, so thanks for watching. As always, guys, I really do hope you appreciated the video. I really hope you've enjoyed it as well. If you have enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, because that is much appreciated and it really does help my channel out. And of course, it only takes a second to click that like button. And I will see you for episode number 22 of the World Cup series very soon. That will be the World Cup final. It will be live. And yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. So thanks for watching. Leave a like and enjoy today's episode, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.